Sea of Thieves' third patch for Season 9 dropped today, with Rare releasing the ever-present Emporium updates, a measly offering in the gold shops, and a massive change to Captaincy. So let's get onto it. Kicking us off with the Captaincy changes, Rare have finally gone back on their original intention and made Captaincy and milestones more attainable for all players. Originally, the milestone system was intended to keep players engaged long term, over the course of several years, but since it's been out in the wild, it looks like that wasn't the case and the goals were unsustainable for the vast majority of players. Starting us off, a large number of pirate and ship milestones have been rebalanced to make gaining classes easier. This means that reaching legendary status in any milestone alignment will also be significantly easier, as it will be easier to earn a total of 50 classes from any of the milestones within the alignment. The changes are too long to list now, so I will try to get them in the pinned comment. Milestones earned already will also be converted. Trinkets are up next. The number of classes required to buy the 4 tiers of trinkets will be significantly reduced as well. Previously, the 4 tiers were unlocked at class 10, 20, 50 and 100. These will now be unlocked at class 5, 10, 20 and 30. If you're like me, this may open up a bunch of trinkets today. This next change is awesome and should have always been the case as soon as Captaincy dropped. Saving ship cosmetics is now free. It's about a year late given the inconsistency of the feature and should have been done as soon as those bugs were found in retail, but better late than never. On the topic of trinkets and cosmetics, the cost has also been dropped significantly. Captain's cabin stuff like beds and tables are now 30k to 40k roughly, depending on the set. Trinkets or trophies are 20 to 150k, again it depends on the grade and what you're buying. This trinket was a grade 100 one that I deliberately did not buy so you can see the price difference. Any captain's beds that unlock through milestones also now unlock at class 2 instead of class 5, so expect to see more of these open up. If you're pissed off of these changes because you grinded and now it's been made less tedious for everyone else, anyone who got a class 50 in any individual pirate milestone, from the Gold Seeker, the Voyager, the Emissary, the Hunter, the Feared, the Guardian or the Servant, will earn this shiny Gilded Sovereign's Captain table. Although nautical miles sailed, days at sea, provisions cooked, provisions eaten and cannons fired are excluded from this, because they are super easy to get. I would be pissed if I grinded for any of these, as I know some of you have, although at this point, Rare will always change something that's too hard to allow new and casual players to benefit from it. But I do think this is better for even core players like me, who just didn't care about the rewards because of the unreasonable grind. The only other bad thing about this is that gold refunds will not be issued for anyone who spent before the price changes, or to anyone who lost gold to the cosmetics not saving. It's a poor decision which punishes those who actively supported the system and the game as core players. Anyway, the changes are overall a net positive and I reckon it puts Captaincy in a much better spot for all players, core and casual. I will also say, now that this is more attainable, more Captaincy stuff needs to be released as we haven't got anything new since Season 8. We know they have a bunch of stuff waiting to be drip fed based on the Season 7 trailers. Now let's get onto the not so great, the Emporium. This game could be on its last legs and the Emporium will always arrive. Have you ever heard of the phrase death and taxes? Well, I've got a new one for that.
And over in the Pirate Emporium,
we get the standard stuff, but speaking of Captaincy cosmetics, you can now get the best ones if you want to fork out some real world cash. The Dark Warsmith crest is here, which is fucking awesome, and does a really good job of showing the parity between the gold stores and the Emporium. Rare dropped a brand new category of monetized items, ship announcement banners. These match the legacy crests from Season 7, so you'll get the Royal Coronet, Reaver and Forgotten Temple. I'm sure the other two will release in the months to come. They're nice, but I don't think they're worth the price. The emotes stay awesome, the Brawler emote bundle is super, and the freebie emote, Pale Percussion, is a good choice. I can never fault the value of the emotes and quality, this is what you should expect from a cash shop. For the ship, the Beachcomber's bounty is back from Season 7's Plunder Pass, for those who missed it. You get some new accompanying weapons too, which haven't been released yet. I kinda saw this coming after last month's, so what's next? The Raven weapons if we're following a pattern? There are also 2 new cursed pets. These are the Chocolatier's companion pets, featuring the Alsatian and the Parakeet. Has anyone seen that old Lynx chocolate advert? Because this reminds me of that. Lastly, there's 2 bundles for all the Warsmith or Lodestar stuff. Over at the gold shop, we got an absolute whopper. Feast your eyes on the Aristocrat classy hair, Aristocrat ostentatious hair, and the Aristocrat beard. That's it. That's what we get. At least next month we'll get 1 to 2 rewards for finishing the Monkey Island Tall Tale, and next week we'll get a memento of the adventure releasing. To be honest with you, it's pretty poor considering the massive stock the Emporium gets every single month. No other content has released for 14 weeks, and we get 3 hairstyles based on years old cosmetic sets. Rare really need to get the balance back in shape or change the way they make cosmetics, because this is just not it. Bring out Captaincy cosmetics, clothing, or just something, please. It just reeks of old cosmetics that had been done for a while being drip fed for the sake of it. Oh well, at least we have the adventure to play through next week, after just 5 months of waiting, and it's only 5 weeks until the content drought can end with the Legend of Monkey Island. Overall, today's Captaincy changes were a step in the right direction, but I am beyond fatigued with the Emporium and cosmetics cadence at this point. I'm just banging my head against the wall at this point, and let's be honest, it's never going to improve. Sorry to be a twat about it, but no other content creator will talk about it. Join me later in the week for a video that's not news related, nor bitching, so make sure to subscribe for that, and any more news coming in the future. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.